When I was making this pie, my daughter said to me, "Dad, can you fit any more filling in there?" I said, "No, I don't think I can." Today I'm making my deep fill roast chicken pie. And yes, it's all about the filling. Hi everyone, good to see you. Hope everyone is doing really well out there. Here's my herb patch in my garden in Worcestershire. Sage, rosemary, thyme, parsley, chervil, oregano, lots of chives. You know how much I love cooking with fresh herbs. I'm very, very lucky. And welcome to my channel, Chef Archie's Easy Recipes. And thanks for joining me for today's very special deep fill pie video presentation. We're going to be using some leftover cooked chicken today, making an amazing chicken pie, but we need to make a really special chicken gravy to accompany the chicken in the pie. So I've got lots of veggies there. I've also got some really good chicken stock, lots of fresh herbs, obviously, some butter, there's the chicken, and there's a block of pastry. We'll talk more about that shortly. But first of all, I want to chop some sage, some purple sage. This is what you saw in the garden. It went bonkers, my sage did this year. It's all over the place. Chicken gravy needs lots and lots of fresh herbs because they are a natural food marriage. Once they're all chopped or nicely chopped, we need a nice big chunk of butter in the pan. We're going to get that sizzling away. I'm going to add the 2 lots of sage along with some rosemary and parsley and wait till it starts to sizzle. Then I'm adding my carrots, celery and onion, all finely chopped. We're going to saute these vegetables for about 10 to 15 minutes until they take on some colour. The herbs will slightly start to brown too. Once they do, I'm going to add some white wine. This is optional, by the way, but I want this gravy to be really special because it's an amazing pie. We're going to reduce the wine by half. So have a look at it, and after about 5 minutes, the wine will be not as abundant as it was when you first started. Having a little look with a spoon, if you get my drift. Once the wine's been reduced, let's turn the heat off, add the flour, and now I'm going to mix the flour in until you can no longer see it to make a roux. This bit's really important, by the way. We're going to cook the roux until it's slightly brown. That is going to give us a lovely colour gravy, and also it's going to give us a massive flavour. So once we've achieved that bit, let's throw in some liquid. The first third goes in, add the liquid on a medium heat, stir it until it all comes together. Once it does and starts to bubble, add the second batch of liquid. And once again, the same again, stir it until it all comes together. Try and get a really good chicken stock if you can. And the last batch of liquid goes in and bring that to a boil and then pop the lid on a really low heat for about 15 minutes. And then the gravy is pretty much ready. It's nice and concentrated now. It's been simmering away, gaining flavour. I'm going to add some salt and pepper once that's in. I'm going to stir it around and just show you that is our gravy. Lots of veggies, wonderful flavours, and the chicken and the herbs, don't forget. We're going to throw our gravy in a container and we need to leave this overnight in the fridge or for about 8 hours in the fridge. When we take it out, it's going to be solid, a huge mass of, well, it's almost jelly or jello. Give that a bit of a mix around with a spoon and let's add our chicken. And this is going to be really quite difficult to stir because that sauce, because of the flour content and because it's concentrated and reduced slightly, it's going to be very stiff. So mix it in really well as best you possibly can. We're really going to pack this pie today. Now we didn't see early in the ingredients. I'm adding a few peas because I just love a little bit of green in my pies. I must emphasize how important it is, the colour of the pie. Now, that's a really firm filling, as you can see. A quick tip, if you want to prevent the skin from forming, cover it with cling film. The pastry. On my channel, there are 2 videos showing you how to make my shortcrust pie pastry. The first one is with a food processor. The second one is by hand. There will be links to both videos in the description box below next to the recipe. Right, I've got a chunk of pastry, about half of the quantity I need, and I'm rolling it out to about 1/2 inch in thickness. I like to move my pastry around as much as I can. Prevents it from sticking. The weights of the pastry, don't forget, will be in the recipe in the description box below. Right, once you've rolled it out to 1/2 inch thick, get your roasting tin or your pie tin. I've just used it to gauge whether I've got enough there or not. And now, nice and gently, carefully, roll it back onto the pie tin. And now we're going to once again very gently lift the outside of the pastry and push the inside in, right down. And we're going to reinforce that process with our fingers. So once we've pushed it in, do the same process again with your fingers like I'm doing there. That's it, lovely. Nice and gently. Okay, let's trim the pastry off. Surplus, we don't need it, or we do need it. And now there's our other chunk of pastry. I'm going to roll out my lid before I start filling the pie with my chicken and gravy. And when we cut the pie, you'll see the gravy doesn't escape. That's because we're using today a very high ratio of meat and solids to liquid. So solid to liquid ratio today is probably about 85% solids, 15% liquids. So we've rolled out the pastry, rolled it round our rolling pin. Now let's pack it with our meat filling. Very carefully, once again, spread the filling around so it reaches all the corners, and then level it off at the top. It'll look better if you do. Then take your brush and just brush each side really well with a little bit of water. Now let's place our lid once again nice and gently across the top. And once it's on, I just need to use my thumbs just to press the pastry gently so that the water, which is acting as our glue. And now I'm using a teaspoon for my crimping method today. Little indentations in the pastry with the shape of the teaspoon. It's just another design you can use. Let's make my chicken. What chicken, I hear you ask? This is a little chicken figure. So I've got a metal ring, I've got a circle, then I've got a second metal ring, and I'm going to use that circle to make the spiky bit that goes on top. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure it's got a proper name. Okay, there's the chicken. There's his beak. There's his eye. I've brushed it with egg yolk, and stick the head on. That's the chicken. He's lost half his beak there. Let's put the other beak on. Oh my God. Okay. I'm using just egg yolk, by the way, but my daughter wanted to decorate the pie with the chicken. I would have been happy just with leaves, but you know. Anyway, brush it really well with egg yolk. Like I say, just use egg yolks because that way we'll get a much more golden brown finish. And now I'm going to just put some stab marks with a fork or a knife around the chicken head. A few stabs, a little bit of salt and pepper on top. And after about 50 minutes, that is absolutely smashing. How about that? Beautiful golden brown pastry. Really does look absolutely fabulous. Pretty much basically because of our egg yolks. Once it's cooled down, I'm going to take it out the tin just to demonstrate to you how nicely cooked it is around the sides. It's quite a thick pastry we're using today, and we will be reheating it. And if it's not quite cooked in the inside of the pastry, it's okay because during the reheating process, it'll complete the cooking. Right, let's cut it, shall we? Let's see exactly how that filling is sitting in the pie, sitting proudly. I know a few people often say to me, are you using AI or what are you doing? Because the filling doesn't fall out. Well, no, because we're using lots and lots of meat to only a small amount of liquid. And that's why it's sitting there, because it's mainly solids. And it's not falling out, is it? It looks fabulous. And don't forget, this pie has been cooled down for about 8 hours before I cut it. Let's just cut it just to demonstrate how many portions I'm getting for it. I'm going to get 6 from it, but I know some people who get 4 from this. Me about 20 years ago. Depends how hungry you are, I guess. It really is a beautiful pie. It's a simple roast chicken pie. One of my favourites. The vegetables are up to you. But you can see my point, can't you? The way the meat stays in the pie. And all the veggies. It's packed completely full. It really is absolutely excellent. I'm so pleased with it. It's my deep fill roast chicken pie, everyone. And this pie works cold as well as hot. Although if you have it hot, you'll need a good gravy. You'll find that on the channel too. Any way you like it, it really is a fabulous pie. I'm extremely pleased. Listen everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button, it's huge for us. Subscribe if you haven't already, share the video with your friends, and let me know in the comment box below how you feel about what you've seen today. I'm going to get stuck in. I'm starving. I'll see you very soon.